Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Why Gaming back again with some more Survive the Nights. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully you are all good. Today it is Monday, so that is a Survive the Nights day. We had an awesome update last week, and that is one that adds the container forts and the chainsaw, among a load of other little things like fixes to inventory and a load of other little random bits. So when we're crafting, it does make things a lot easier now. The whole menu has been sort of overhauled just to make things a little bit simpler, along with the stacking of items. So that is all well and good. But today what we're going to focus on is the fun stuff, which is the container forts. There are 4 in total, which we're going to check out. There is one just up here, one down here, and one up there. There was a 4th. Where's the 4th? There it is, just below the airfield. So we're going to check all 4 of those out, see what they look like, and just have a little bit of a wander around. And also what we're going to do is... haha! Chop some zombies up, because, well, hell yeah. I'm currently paranoid, because I think the last time I used this server, I may have shot somebody in the face. I'm very sorry. Just, things happen, okay? So, we're just going to check out the container forts, have a little bit of a look, and then I think next week what we're going to do, once it reaches stable, we will we'll try out some hordes there. I don't want to mess around with my level on experimental. I never really do. I just do a quick jump in, have a little bit of a wander around, check everything out. But this looks very cool. There are so many things that we could do with this just to make them actually work really nicely against hordes. But we'll kill some zombies first, have a little bit of a wander around in here, see if there's any good loot. The chainsaw, by the way, you can obtain in these container forts, and they are marked on the map like this here. It is a sort of tent and then a container on top of the tent. So keep your eye out around those guys. Always head over to them, and that is where your best chance of finding the chainsaw is. I can't seem to get rid of the paranoia either, which is very annoying. That is actually really cool, and I like it. Nice. They like stick on it as well. That's so cool. I wonder if we can get them from the legs. If that... Yes, it does. Oh, mate. Oh, it takes a hell of a lot of stamina, though. Okay. So, oh, speak of the devils, there's a chainsaw right there. Let's see if we can take that one, because that one's yellow. The one that we've got in our hands is a white one. Ah, no, they are all the same. Okay, never mind. But this is the container fort, anyway. They've added loads of these. They are planning on tweaking these, making them a little bit more different and adding separate little things to them. Later dates. At the moment, they haven't said what they're going to do to them, or if anything really, but they did say they want to improve on them. Currently, it is very basic. It's just containers around the outside with lots of random trees and stuff in here. But this would be a really nice place to take on the horde, which we'll do that next week when it does reach stable. For now, though, I just want to look around them and see if they're different, because there's 4 in total that we can see. So hopefully they all vary a little bit. Loot-wise, though, other than the chainsaw, there's not really anything. Best place for the chainsaw, by the way, if you are coming in to loot one of these for that, check over by the tent. I found 3 chainsaws so far, and all 3 of them have been next to the tent. There's another one right there. I'm on a high loot server, though, at the moment, so that'll be one of the reasons why we see so many. So satisfying. So damn satisfying. I love it. Now, like I said, there are 4 of these here. What we haven't done yet, though, is chop down a tree with the chainsaw. So I want to see how that works. I also don't know how the chainsaws work. I haven't seen anything to fill them up, so I don't think they need fuel, which is actually quite good. Although that, like, shaking on your screen is mental. That is quick, though. That's very quick that you can do that. You could probably do a whole tree in less than a minute now. Yeah, easily, I reckon. Stamina's going up as it's coming down, so you can pretty much go straight through the whole tree, especially if you've got full stamina. Oh, mate. I actually like this. This is really, really good. It's going to make building things so much easier. We've just demolished that entire tree from start to finish in less than a minute. So that's nice. I like that a lot. That will definitely come in handy. And it does look like they're relatively easy to find as well. Obviously, they are marked on the map, but every time I've been to a container fort so far, I have found one. So that's good. That's very good news. Hopefully they do continue like that. So they've done a lot of other things alongside container forts for the Steam Deck. So Steam Deck integration now, they've got that pretty much under wraps along with controller support. So plug in a controller, have a lot of fun. I haven't tried it with a controller. I don't like really playing with the controller anymore, especially not on PC. I just prefer keyboard and mouse now. I've just got so used to it. I will try it out at some point, so I'm going to give it a blast and, you know, I'll let everybody know what I think. But that there is another new feature. Car alarms. Now the car alarms actually attract the zombies, which is really, really cool. I like that. It doesn't work for very long, but it does work. Just a shot and bish bash bosh, alarms going off, zombies are interested. Which I think is really, really cool. The zombies are now more interested in me, but it's cool nonetheless. Oh no, reload, it's double barrel, penis. So let's head over to the next one. So normally the team, obviously, they put out a dev blog with the updates, but we covered that last week, which had a lot of the cool stuff in that we've already seen. But then the vast majority of it is Steam Deck improvements and integration and all of that kind of stuff. So I didn't want to do just one of those today. I thought we'd actually run in, have a little bit of fun, check out the actual container forts, and just see what's out there, really. Have a bit of fun with it and shoot some stuff rather than it all being in the background and me going through all the list of the things that they've changed, which, you know, there's a lot of small things in there, which you'll probably notice as you're playing. But like I've said, the majority of this update is the container forts chainsaw, and obviously controller support and all that kind of stuff. So that's fair enough. I like that. I'm glad that we've got that kind of stuff. Right then, we are at our next container fort. This is the one down by Old Town here, just above Bitterhold. So we've checked out the one up there. We're checking this one out now. And then we'll go over to the Addersfield one next, and then finally the one up the top there by Union Point. This one looks pretty similar to the one we've just been to. Other than it obviously sinks in a bit here. But I like the fact that it's not in the middle. We've got this middle section that we can actually hide in and play around with. Why am I using that when we've got this bad boy? Love it. Chainsaw, so much fun. Now I like that this one's split up. There we go, one chainsaw there. Once again, always check by the tents. That seems to be where these chainsaws are sort of hiding around. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, that is a chainsaw. The paranoia thing is really doing my head in, but it won't go. I've eaten, I've done all that stuff. There's 3 chainsaws in this one location. See, chasing zombies up here will be very fun. I wonder if you... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would be cool. I would like to see, like, you know how you see in the docks at Bitterhold, the actual container forts that are there with the traps, not the traps, sorry, the walkways and all that kind of stuff. I think they should have done that. This just feels like, here you go, here's some containers slapped in the middle of nowhere in a square. Enjoy. But, no, not criticising. But the container fort down here at Bitterhold, which I'll show you in a minute, it's just... There's so much more detail there, and I really feel like that is missing from these ones. Things like that should have been implemented into these, because it's more just it's a container blockade. It's not so much a fort, really. And if they'd introduced those electric systems and the little walkways that are inside, because you could put a few containers in here in different positions just to make it seem like you've got one big outside area, and then the inside is more fortified, and that's where you have your home living areas. Because, let's be honest, you come across this, it just seems like, oh, cool, someone's put a tent in between some containers. But the other one looks like, wow, these guys are preppers, they've come here, they've actually prepped, they want to stay here and survive, and hopefully, you know, they do improve on these and make them like that one. Let's go and have a look at them now before we check out the final 2. Right, so we're just coming up on the location now, and it's a beautiful place. As you can see already, there's just containers everywhere. But it's not until you get around this corner. If you've not been around here and had an actual deep look around the island, you probably would have missed it. Because it's very hidden. It's really, really nice. I like what they've done with it. We've faced a horde here before, and that was really fun. But there's connecting walkways. There's all sorts of good stuff. There's electric. It does look like someone's set up here to try and survive. Which, the new container forts, it's just like someone's passed through. Right, let's have a little bit of a... There we go. So, here we go. I would love to see this in those forts. I'd love for that to be somewhere that we can actually make a home. I think it would be amazing. But yeah, this is what it looks like. We can power it and all sorts. There's locks. We can get lights on. Let's run around here quick. I'll just show you. And there's another power box there. And then you come up here. There's stairs. There's the chimney there. But it's a whole little area that somebody's built, which I think is really, really cool. I love it. And taking a horde on here is so much fun. Because it's just so complex. There's just random bits everywhere. And there's another little hidey hole up here. It's just such a cool place. You've got a little fire so you can cook food. You've got power. The only downside to these buildings is there's no storage, really. So you end up, like, you haven't really got much room to do anything or pet anything. But yeah, you can jump over to the other containers when you get there. There we go. I thought I was going to fall then. And it's just a nice little place. You can park your cars. And not many people come to check around here. So if you are playing online with other people, you'll be alright. Well, majority of the time. Because it is quite an empty area. Everybody just goes for the warehouses and stuff. So it's just a nice area. Like, you can see the little fortifications that they've put up already. It looks lived in and used. Do you know what I mean? Here we have container fort number 3. Now this is the container fort up by Addersfield Airport. Well, it's closer to the town, I'd say, actually. I don't know, in the middle. But it's by Addersfield anyway. And this one looks pretty much the same as the last one we went in on. Just have a little bit of a look. It's by the racecourse. If you know where the racecourse is, just on this corner here, it is right next to that. The racecourse is a very fun place to be as well. Okay, this one's got a little bit of a different touch to it. I like that. Okay. Oh no, where are you? You fool. Ah. Oh no, I'm trying to take a screenshot at the same time. It's not working. Damn you. Never mind. Alright, balls to it. Choppity chop chop. Got him. There's a chainsaw. Oh no, that's not a chainsaw, that's a trolley. Definitely not the right one. There's a chainsaw there, okay. Doesn't look like there's a tent in this one, it must be on the other side. Only downside is though, if you do set this up as your base and you die, then it's going to spawn you at a house, because this won't class as inside, will it? There's no tent in this one, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Let's go up top and just have a little bit of a look around, see if there's anything different. No, this one is the same. Another chainsaw here. I like that, though. I think what would be cool is one of them with one entrance. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I think we might do a couple of hordes for the next episode. Possibly. I don't know. I'm a bit touch and go. I'm not 100% sure. But we might do a couple of hordes. Let me know in the comments what you think. We could do loads of different ways and just see how it works. We could block off one or two of the entrances, or we could just leave it completely open and fight the horde whilst we're up on top here. There's different ways of doing it. Obviously, running up here, the zombies are going to have to follow me around this way. They're not going to be able to jump over that gap. Strange. Tough. We'll figure it out. Let's go and have a look at the final one, which is up by Union Point. It's right at the top of the map there. Right in that corner, right by the waterfront. Hopefully this one looks cool. Let's go over and have a look. Well then, we are just coming up on our final location, which is the Union Point Container Fort, which is right on at the top of the map here. So, hopefully, it does look like the entrances are in the middle of this one. So, there's possibly just the two variants of the container forts. The two that we went to in the middle, the one at the start, and then this one here. So, the two in the middle were pretty much the that had the container running through the... Oh, no, this one is possibly different. So maybe there's 3 different variants here. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Let's get inside and have a little bit of a look. Oh, yeah, this one is very... Ah, this is more like it. Okay, I like this one. This one is good. Alright, alright. So, going back to what we were talking about a second ago, where I did mention, you know, they all need a bit more of an oomph and to look a bit prettier. This one is better. Obviously, there's nowhere for it to call home, but it's cool. I like it. It's got multiple entrances as well. Can we go inside? No. Okay. There's got 6 different entrances. So there's one there, 1, 2 there, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 different entrances. This one's very different. So there's 3 different variants so far that we've come across. Whether they'll add in different ones or each one will be different, I don't know. But it would be cool to see completely different ones. There's not one in the middle section, which is weird. I would have thought there'd be one around here by Mount Barron, but obviously not. This one's... I think this one is the biggest. It's going to be a lot of work to actually use this one, because you'll have to cover up so many of the entrances. But it could be a very, very cool place. You'd have to leave this one open, because they don't want... The zombies will more than likely spawn in that direction. Don't think they spawn near water. I'm not 100% sure on that, actually. I've never actually checked the spawns on them. So that is a guess. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for me today. That is my little bit of a quick just sort of overhaul on 1.15 and the container fort and chainsaw update. It's been very cool. I do enjoy the chainsaw. I love the container forts. When it reaches stable next week, hopefully it'll be there. We'll take on some level 20 hardcore hordes here and at the different forts and just see how that goes. For today, though, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video. I've been Wyatt, you've been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week with some more Survive the Nights.